Hi, I'm Alex. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. It is October 3rd. On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. What day is it? It's October 3rd. Okay, anyways. And we're starting something a little fun today. I'm on my lunch break at work right now, but I wanted to just get this started because I feel like picking up a book. So, this week is going to be a dark academia reading vlog. I'm probably going to do 5 days. I sort of want to attempt to do 5 books in 5 days, but also I know dark academia takes me so long to get through, so I don't want to commit to that. So we'll see honestly where this video ends up, but it's just going to be a nice little dark academia reading vlog. So I have a ton of books that I can read for this. I've been collecting them for a pretty long time. I think it's one of my favorite genres, and I've sort of been holding off on reading all of these books until right now. So let's go through a few, maybe not all of them, just so you can see sort of what might happen in this video, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so here is this. Oh, I dropped. Alright, round 2. Let's try this again. Here is the stack of books that I have to choose from. I also have a couple downloaded on Kindle Unlimited and a couple that are available from Libby if I decide to read those. I'm going to walk you through this stack, and then if I decide to read something else, I'll let you know. But this currently has A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, which I read the first 2 pages of this morning. A Lesson in Vengeance by Victoria Lee. In My Dreams, I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. Vicious by V. Schwab. The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. If We Were Villains by Emma Rio. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. And last but certainly not least, The Alice 6 by Olivia Blake. So that is my pile of books that I have here, ready to go to read for this. If you're saying, where's Ninth House? Ninth House is one of my favorite books ever. Already read it. If you're thinking to yourself, where's Bunny? Already read that one too, but I was meh on it. So a few of the huge dark academia books I already have checked off my list, which is why they're not here. But we're gonna start with this pile. I think I'm probably going to try to stick to starting with A Deadly Education, but honestly, In My Dreams I Hold a Knife is calling my name, so I don't know. Today, when I'm filming this clip, is October 3rd, and part of me feels like I need to take today to read Wildfire by Hannah Grace, and then actually jump into Dark Academia tomorrow. But we'll see how I'm feeling this evening. I may pick one of these up, I may not, but I wanted to start this just in case. Okay, I just finished my October TBR video and my September reading wrap up, but while I was looking through my book cart, just pulling my books for October, I also have The Maidens by Alex Michaelides, which I haven't read a book by him in so long, so this is also an option for this. Okay, so I have not filmed for this video in 4 days. Today is now October 7th. I started this on the 3rd. I think I said that then, but I wasn't sure when I was actually going to start reading. So today we're starting reading. So I read the first 83 pages so far of A Deadly Education. I'm about 30% of the way through the book. It's pretty short. I will say the first 25 pages were very slow for me. I think the first 25 pages took over an hour for me to read. But after that, it got faster, it picked up, and I've really been enjoying it. It feels like a combination of Harry Potter with Ninth House. It's very wizardy, and everybody is has their own powers and is learning spells and going to incantation classes like they do in Harry Potter, but there's a lot of the dark vibes of Ninth House. So I am enjoying it so far. I'm hoping to get some more reading done tonight because 83 pages is not enough, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's now Monday morning. I came to Starbucks this morning, finished my book, and then worked for a long time. And I'm filming on my phone in my car because I got a new car and I haven't filmed in here yet, so I wanted to see what it was like, and also I just got a new phone, so I wanted to see how the quality was. But I just finished A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and I ended up rating it 3.5 stars. If you don't know what this book is about, it's like a dark academia book where, obviously, this is a dark academia reading blog, Alex, thank you, where there are a bunch of wizards who get like pulled to go to a school when they're in 9th grade, sort of similar to Harry Potter. This school is shaped like a screw, and every year it like screws down, so freshmen are on the top, seniors are on the bottom, and then you have to escape to graduate. So it was very interesting. I enjoyed it, and I'm definitely looking forward to picking up the 2nd and 3rd books, but it did take a lot of brain power for me, and it started really slow. So that's why I rated it 3.5 stars, but I did enjoy it. I am now gonna start the audiobook for In My Dreams I Hold the Knife, just while I am driving home, and then during like my lunch I will probably keep listening to it, but I'll pick up the physical copy later tonight. So that's where we're at now. Book number 1 done. Okay, so the audiobook that I have is actually The Maidens, not In My Dreams I Hold the Knife. So I'm listening to The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. I'm like 40 minutes into the audiobook right now. I do have it physically, but I am on my daily walk, so we will pick it up when I get home. They introduced this character Theo into the book like a little bit ago, and it just clicked for me that Theo is the doctor from The Silent Patient. I don't know why that took so long, but hey, he has a cameo in this book. Okay, so it is Monday, and I am on my lunch at work right now, but I'm on page 237 of The Maidens. It's part 4, chapter 8. I finally feel like I know enough about this book that I can like talk about it and tell you what it's about. I really did not understand for the first like, I don't know, 70 pages how this was going to be like dark academia, other than the fact that it was set on a college campus. But The Maidens basically is about at Cambridge there are murders happening of this like secret group of girls who's being tutored by one professor who's sort of obsessed with Greek tragedy, and the way that the deaths are happening is sort of reminiscent of what he's teaching in his class, which sort of reminds me of Ninth House, because there's a moment in Ninth House where that happens. I'm just comparing everything to Ninth House because it's my favorite dark academia book, but yes, these girls start going missing one by one, and a like psychotherapist comes in because her niece like calls her and tells her that there's stuff going on, and she comes and tries to help like solve the murders. There's like some secret society things, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's like all right. I definitely liked The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides better, but this book is keeping me entertained. It's going fast. I have like less than 100 pages left. Yeah, there's 333 pages, so I have less than 100 pages left, which is awesome. And I started this last night, so definitely like a quick read. But I would say it's more of a thriller than fantasy, so I don't know why it's like considered dark academia, but I don't know. Maybe something will happen in the next 97 pages or whatever to make me see that this is more than just another thriller, but that's where we're at right now. It's okay. Okay, as you saw, I just finished The Maidens while I was in Starbucks this morning, and what? Like, actually what? I genuinely, like, I need to Google theories and watch videos on what the heck that means. It's crazy. Also, these books are supposed to be standalones, and they read like a series, so if you want to read The Maidens, like, read The Silent Patient first, but they're like sort of occurring simultaneously too, so like it's all very odd. I don't know. I can't make sense of it. I feel like I need to reread The Silent Patient now to see if there's an answer about what the end of this book means in there. What even? Anyways, I'm gonna rate this 4 stars. I didn't enjoy it as much as The Silent Patient. I feel like it was easier to guess the twist than The Silent Patient was. I do feel like they were sort of setting you up to guess the twist though. Also, I think I definitely prefer like the fantasy dark academia to the thriller. Everything in this book that would have been like a magical element in most dark academia books, they explained away by science. So talking about like parallel universes and whatever, a lot of theoretical physics, which makes sense because Alex Michaelides is a STEM guy, so I don't know. My brain is going to be messed up for the next couple of hours. I already downloaded the next book on my Kindle. I'm going to start the Atlas 6, I think, but we will see. I don't think I've updated this video since Wednesday, but it's just not good. Today's Monday. I did, however, I was supposed to finish on Saturday. I did take a little break because I have a friend here right now and we were buddy reading Divine Rivals, so I was focused on that, but I finished it last night. I think last time I talked to you I said I was going to start Atlas 6, and I did do that. I read the first 15 pages of it and I'm actually like pretty invested, but it was taking a long time to read, so I know it's gonna be a long read in general for me. So I decided to pause it for now, and conveniently my audiobook hold for The Secret History came available, so I listened to that while I was like cleaning my house and stuff last week, to prep for my like friend to come over, and then listening to it now on my daily audiobook walk. But I've been switching in between the audiobook and the physical book, so when I get back I'll probably finish it, the physical book. The audiobook says 3 hours left. I think it's like 15% or something left. It's so long. Like so unnecessarily long. I've seen a lot of people like DNF it. I know Destiny Sidwell just DNF'd it, and I feel that. I think that if I was just reading it and not listening to the audiobook, I would be like painfully bored. But I don't know. I definitely don't like love it. I don't like it. I feel like it has too much going on, and I'm not sure how I feel. So I think it's heading towards a 3-star rating right now. You know, like, I understand that this is good literature, but I don't think it's for me kind of a rating, you know? So that's where we're at. If that changes, I'll let you know, but I really don't expect it to, because I've gotten through over 400 pages of the book, and that's where I'm at. Also, for the audiobook, Donna Tartt is the one who reads it, and as great as I thought it was going to be to listen to an author read their own audiobook, because they could take pauses in the right places and stuff, I actually think that it's not helpful, because she doesn't do it the way like an audiobook narrator would, if that makes sense. It's very like, let me read a sentence, and oh, I just turned off my mic, and like, oh, I need a break for a sec, and I don't know. It's a weird audiobook, but I don't think that's affecting my feelings on the story. I think that it's making it better, if anything. So I will update you as we trudge along with the last percentage of it. I'm sitting here watching Haley Pham's latest video and realized I never updated you on The Secret History. I did not like it. Just gonna be so honest. I did not like it. I think that there are better Greek mythology type books. Well, this was not mythology, but I just think there are better books. And I know this one is like so widely loved, but it was just not my thing. There are going to be a couple spoilers here, so if you want to read this yourself, like, skip ahead a little bit. But there was incest between twin brother and sister. No, not quite my thing, especially once you learn that it's non-consensual and a little violent. Also, there was a moment where the main character was like, oh, I'm so angry, I just want to throw her on the bed and grape her. And I was like, what am I reading? What am I reading? Genuinely, if I did not have the audiobook, I would have DNF'd it. The writing was good, but there's a book 1 and a book 2, and they should have been 2 different books. They did not need to be one book. I understand why people say it's good. I understand the literary value of it, but it was just not my cup of tea. So I rated it 2.5 stars. Because like I said, I understand, but I'm so glad I never have to pick it up again. Okay, so it's time to do a little wrap up. It's the next morning, so I can be a little bit louder now. My mom was staying with me last night, and she was asleep when I was filming that clip, so I didn't want to wake her up. But we read 3 books in this video. I would say 2 of these are like pretty classic dark academia books, and I had already read like Ninth House, so I obviously couldn't add that in. But the first book was A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I feel like it's sort of unfair that I rated this 3.5 stars because of how much I've thought about it since, and how many people I've honestly recommended it to in the last week. And I also immediately went to buy The Last Graduate, which is the second book in this series. So part of me is like, maybe I'll bump my rating up, but it really did take me like quite a while to get into, and that could be because of things that were like going on with me. Not really sure, but I thought this book was great. It definitely solidified for me that I like dark academia fantasy novels. And I think that theme sort of continues. The second book that we read was The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. This book is a dark academia and mystery thriller. So if I had read like In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which I know is another big one, it's sort of similar to that. Set on a college campus, something sinister going on, sort of centered around some Greek mythology. Very interesting. I've noticed that that's a theme in a lot of dark academia books, the like Greek mythology, or just like the Greek learning in general. It's always the Greek professor that you have to be aware of, I guess. And then the last book I read was The Secret History, which, as you just heard 2 minutes ago, I did not enjoy this at all. This was general fiction, lit fic, whatever you want to call it. Not my cup of tea. It was, I don't even want to say too dark because I read dark romance, so it's not like it's like too dark, but it was like discomforting, a little unsettling. Yeah, I think the 2.5 stars is fair, if not a little high. So that's where I'm at. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.